How about this for breaking news? Corporation claims emotional distress in landmark case. All right, just kidding. That's not a real headline yet. But given how we've twisted ourselves into legal pretzels declaring corporations are persons, it's probably just a matter of time. We've been keeping a running list of corporate, quote, right violations that would be comical if they weren't so terrifying. A recent addition, a multi-billion-dollar entity arguing its feelings were hurt by government regulation. Here we are, staring at another Supreme Court decision where a corporation successfully claims its, quote, constitutional rights were violated. The legal experts are parsing the language. The think pieces are being drafted. The law professors are preparing their commentary. And those of us over here are sitting, wondering if we're the only ones who see the cosmic joke in all of this. We're living in a world where we've granted human rights to entities that can't bleed, can't think, and can't die. Let that sink in for a moment. Let's talk accidental divinity for a second. Here's the part that would be hilarious if it weren't so tragic. Corporate personhood, this cornerstone of modern American law, wasn't even created by Congress or voted on by the people. It slipped into our legal system through a court reporter's headnotes in 1886. That's right. One of the most powerful legal doctrines in history essentially started as a clerical notation. Talk about a glitch in the matrix. Let's play a game with this. Let's pretend we're trying to define what makes a person a person. Maybe it's consciousness. Corporations don't have that. The ability to feel pain? Nope. A physical body? Strike three. The capacity for moral judgment? Please. Yet we're here, watching these artificial constructs claim the fundamental rights of human beings while avoiding all the messy parts of actually being a human. They want free speech rights without the capacity for thought, protection against self-incrimination without the ability to feel guilt, and due process without the possibility of imprisonment. It's like giving a paper airplane the rights of a bird while acknowledging that it can't fly on its own. But wait, it gets better. These persons we've created operate at scales that make actual humans look like ants. $1 trillion market caps, global operations that never sleep, the ability to split themselves into pieces or merge with others at will. They're immortal entities playing at being human while wielding power that would make Greek gods jealous. Imagine if you met a, quote, person that could live forever, exist in multiple places simultaneously, and command resources greater than most nations. You wouldn't call them a person, you'd call them a god or a monster. Now, we've comforted ourselves with the fiction that this is all somehow serving democracy, that treating corporations as persons somehow protects human rights. Meanwhile, these artificial persons are reshaping the world in their image, using their constitutional rights as shields against human oversight and their immortality as a weapon against human-scale governance. The most darkly amusing part? The very system we'd use to fix this problem is now largely controlled by the entities we're trying to regulate. It's like asking a virus to write down its own antiviral protocol. So, what do we do now, if anything? The experts talk about legal strategies, legislative action, and public education campaigns. They draft roadmaps or reform and outline paths to change. Their PowerPoint slides probably look amazing, but here's the uncomfortable truth. We're trying to use human-scale tools to fight superhuman entities. We're bringing constitutional amendments to a reality-bending fight. These corporations don't just have more resources than us, they operate on a fundamentally different plane of existence. The punchline in all of this isn't that corporations aren't really persons. We all know that. The real joke is that we keep pretending we can solve this problem within a system that's been prioritized for corporate interests for over a century. We're not watching a debate about corporate personhood. We're watching the last gasps of human-scale legal frameworks in a world increasingly dominated by immortal paper gods of our own creation. And the next time you hear about a corporation claiming its constitutional rights were violated, remember, at least actual persons can feel the bitter irony of it all. Our corporation overlords, they're still waiting for the consciousness upgrade. Welcome to the corporate pantheon. Please note that your rights as a human person may be smaller than they appear. Sorry about the existential crisis. Perhaps we can incorporate it?